So, good morning, everyone. In today's lab session, we are going to perform the experiment on radial feeder protection. And in this, first we will set the relays. That means we will decide the plug setting and the time multiplier setting. And from there, we will also find the the coordination of the relays. And then we will see the experimental setup in our laboratory. Okay. Now, what is a radial feeder? So, radial feeder is a type of connection in which only power flows from source to here there will be load. So, power flow only is in one direction, that is from source to load. Power cannot reverse here. And these three sections AB, BC, and CD, they represent the transmission lines of various different voltage ratings. Okay. A, B, C, and D are the substations. So we have not shown transformers here in between. This is a simple single line diagram. You can say this is a simple single line diagram of a radial feeder. Fine. R1, R2, R3 are the relays that are put at substation A, B, and C. And they are protecting line sections AB, BC, and CD respectively. Okay. Fine. Any doubt? R1, R2, and R3. They are IDMT relays. IDMT relay means inverse definite minimum time characteristic. The relay which we have studied and we have obtained the characteristic in previous lab session. Okay. So the construction wise they are induction disk relay. In our laboratory, these are induction disk relays. Okay. Clear? And this relay have two types of settings. One is called as the plug setting, and second is called as the time multiplier setting, TMS. And we will use the protection here is used using current time discrimination method. Okay, where the relays are used IDMT. Now, as per the current time discrimination method, what is the rule? Rule is that for setting plug setting, the pickup of the relay should not be less than maximum normal rated load current plus some overload. Okay, we have seen that. Second thing is that the relay shall reach at least up to the end of next protected zone. Okay. And for TMS time of operation, what we have considered that there will be a selective interval between two relay operations, that is 0.25 seconds. We have added that if DOP of relay R3 for any fault, then DOP of R2 should be more than 0.25 seconds than of R3, and likewise that of R1. Okay. Now, in our laboratory, how the radial feeder we have considered. So this is a laboratory setup. Shows the power circuit. Okay. So you can see here, this is a single phase AC supply. Here is the substation A, we can consider, and here is the relay connected in series with city secondary R1. City rating is 2 by 1. You can see this is substation B. There is another relay connected here, which is R2. Okay, and this is substation C, we can consider, and here we have put relay R. And at the end of this, we will connect one resistive load. Let us say 190 ohm load we will connect. Okay, so this forms three sections. 20 ohm is the resistance connected between A and B. So it represents line 1, because in laboratory we can not actually have exact similar transmission line, but instead what we are doing, we are using rheostat. So this 20 ohm is the representing the line resistance between AB. This is between B and C, and this is between C and D. You can see here it is the D, and this is the load. I hope the diagram is clear. This diagram. Okay. So this line here we have all are 20 ohm rheostat, and this is 190. In practice, actually line is highly inductive in nature. Okay, resistance part we keep minimum, so that the power loss is minimum in transferring the power. If resistance is higher, line resistance is higher, then the power loss will be higher. But in laboratory we cannot do that, and we have also to limit the current. In laboratory we cannot go for higher fault current in simulation, in performing the experiment, and that is why to limit current within safe limit we have considered higher value of the resistance. Okay. Then if this is clear, then what we are doing here, you can see we have placed switches like this. What is the switch is? The switch is used to create fault. What is a fault? What is definition of fault? Screen is not visible. Screen is not visible. Yes. Anyone else? Sanjay, maybe problem at your end. Please rejoin if it is so. Other students have no problem. Sanjay. What about others? Screen is visible? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay, Ravi. Now, see what will happen. So, what is a fault? Flow of current to undesired path. What is desired path? Desired path is from source to load. So actual current should flow like this. Here is source, and through the transmission line that we consider is a return path. This is actual current should flow in the circuit. Fault means it will have another path to flow, and that is what we are going to do with the use of this switch. So when we close the switch, you can see in laboratory, when we close this switch, what will happen? Current will flow to this path, which we consider as a fault in laboratory. Okay. In lab, we cannot actually fail the insulation to create the fault. In power system, how it will be done? Failure of insulation, either ionization of air or by, let's say, uh, failure of insulator string puncture. But that cannot be done in the laboratory. So we are artificially creating parallel path of the current by closing the switch. समझ में आ गया ये स्विच का मतलब क्या है? ये स्विच हमने क्यों रखी है? वो करंट को डाइवर्ट करने के लिए, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज fault. We consider it as a fault. 40 ohm is connected here to limit the fault current in laboratory. Okay. So when we close switch S3, there will be a fault on line section CD. Likewise, if we close switch S2, there will be a fault on line section BC. And if we close switch S1, there will be a fault on line section AB. So there are three switches for creating fault in different line sections. Okay. And for this, what we want to do, we want to coordinate relay R1, R2, R3 to provide primary and backup protection. Okay, to provide primary and backup protection. Clear? Our objective in the laboratory, there are three relays which are IDMT relays, and then we will create fault in these three sections, and we will check the operation of this three relay as a primary and backup relay pair. Okay, any doubt? ओके, सो एनी डाउट? समझ में आ गया? लैब में हम क्या करेंगे? हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू परफॉर्म द रेडियल फिटर प्रोटेक्शन एंड हाउ वी विल चेक द रिले कोऑर्डिनेशन. ओके, बिफोर दैट हम क्या करेंगे? वी हैव टू फाइंड द रिले सेटिंग्स. ये रिले के सेटिंग्स हमें फाइंड करने हैं. तो कौन कौन से सेटिंग्स है? दो सेटिंग्स है इन दिस रिले. वी हैव टू सेटिंग, प्लग सेटिंग एंड टीएमएस. प्लग सेटिंग क्या डिसाइड करेगा? इट विल डिसाइड पिकअप करंट. एंड व्हाट विल टीएमएस डिसाइड? टाइम ऑफ. ओके, क्लियर एवरीवन? क्लियर एवरीवन? हमें क्या करना है लैब में? ओके, देन सी, if you remember the rules for plug setting, then relay shall pick up to the end of next protected zone for minimum fault current, which is for phase relay, which is a line to line fault. But here we are performing on single phase basis, so we have to first calculate the fault current here. Okay, and to calculate the fault current, here we have load, and here is a supply. Okay, now What will be the circuit diagram if I draw? Circuit diagram will be like, draw this diagram. Okay, it will be useful for you in calculation. Keep this diagram in your book with you. So can we calculate normal load current? Can we calculate normal load current from this diagram? Calculate normal load current. It is a very simple series circuit. What will be the current? And tell me the value of current, normal load current. Bhavesh, calculate it properly. Point. Bhavesh, there is something wrong. What will be the load current? Calculate quickly, everyone. I'll ask individual. No, Sanjay. ये एक से तो आगे ज्यादा होगा ही नहीं ना, सीधे डिनोमिनेटर इज मोर देन न्यूमरेटर. It is 230 by 250. Yes. 0.92 ampere. Okay, correct. So our normal load current here is 0.92 ampere. Okay. Then we also have to calculate fault current for different faults. We also have to calculate fault current for different faults. That is required for TMS. For plug setting it is not required, but for TMS it is required. So together we will calculate it right now. Okay, or we can also calculate later on. Okay, let us calculate fault current afterwards for TMS. Okay, now, so everyone, I hope you got the answer is 0.92 ampere. Okay, then here are the relays. Which is the last relay? Last relay કઈ છે આ ત્રણેયમાં? હા, load side R3. So all obviously pickup of R3 should be more than load current. R3 નું pickup load કરતા વધારે જ હોવું જોઈએ. Suppose if I keep R3 pickup 0.5, will it do? No. So what should be the pickup of R3? કેટલાથી વધારે હોવું જોઈએ? 0.922 should be more than 0.92 obviously. Yes, R3 is the last relay towards the load and pickup of R3 obviously should be more than 92 ampere. Okay, now therefore obviously now we want to find out the flux setting in terms of CT ratio. What is CT ratio here? We have a 2/1 and we should find, note down this point, we should find flux setting in terms of primary, not in terms of secondary. Why? In power system, see in laboratory, यहाँ पे तो हमारे तीनों CT का रेशियो सेम है 2/1 2/1 2/1 in lab it is. But in field, actually this CT ratios will be different. It may happen that this is a 100 bar 1, this may be 200 bar 1, this may be 500 bar 1 in actual field. So तीनों का secondary कैसा है? Same, but primary is different. So if the primary is different, flux setting should be calculated based on primary. क्योंकि secondary के हिसाब से आप जाओगे तो तीनों का 111 है, and that will create. I'll show you the example. Okay, बाद में देखेंगे ये example कि if I consider secondary, then relay setting may not be appropriate. You can consider secondary when primary are same. Okay, so let us see how to find flux setting in terms of percentage. I want to find in terms of primary. What is primary? Current. R3 का प्राइमरी करंट कितना है? CT का 2 ampere rated. So divide it by 2. In I want to find in percentage and multiply by percentage. So what is the value? क्या वैल्यू आएगा? 46%. Okay. Correct Ravi, correct Pavel. Okay, we have phase relay. What is the range in phase relay? Flux setting का range याद है किसी को phase relay में? What is the range of flux setting in phase relay? फेज रिले में फ्लक्स सेटिंग का रेंज क्या रहता है? Anybody remember the range of flux setting in phase relay? Last time we have seen it in relay nameplate. Relay nameplate में भी आपको दिखाया था. It is 50% to 200% in 7 equal steps of 1 ampere. So 50%, 75%, 100%. These are the range available. Okay. So what should be the value we should select, which is the nearest value available? इस रेंज में से नियरेस्ट वैल्यू क्या है इसके पास की? ऑब्वियसली 50. समझ में आ रहा है? रिले प्लग सेटिंग में नियरेस्ट वैल्यू कौन सा है? मोर देन 46% इज 50. वी कैन नॉट सेट इट बिलो 46%. It should be more than 46. So more than 46, which is the nearest value you can set is 50. So therefore, the plug setting of relay R3 is 50% selected. I will write here in terms of primary. Okay. What is R3 નું plug setting મળી ગયું આપણને. હવે R2. R3 का plug setting हमने कहां से find किया? Load, because it is the last relay which has to be coordinated with load. Now next, ये समझ में आ गया? सॉरी, ये समझ में आ गया ये पॉइंट? हाउ वी हैव ऑब्टेन द प्लग सेटिंग ऑफ R3? Then now next is and for that we have to use that equation that even R3 pickup varies by minimum and R2 pickup R3 pickup varies by maximum and R2 pickup varies by minimum. Still pickup of R2 should be greater than pickup of R3, and that is what the equation is. 1.3.05 of R3, because we have to coordinate R3 with R2. Okay. So what we can write here? 1.3 by 1.05. What is plug setting? 50% of, yes Bhavesh, 50% of किसका 50%? हाँ, but R3 यानी 50% of 2 ampere. CT primary લીધું ને આપણે. Here we have divided by 2, so 50% of 2 ampere you can say. हाँ, 2 ampere કાઢ કે see અહીંયા percentage આપણે કેનાથી find કર્યા? Divided by primary, CT primary. What is CT primary of R3? 2 ampere. So pickup is 50% of 2 ampere, means ये रिले कब पिकअप होगा? It is like this, 1 ampere पे. ठीक है? Then obviously the pickup of R2 should be more than R3. So which is 50% of 2 ampere is 1. So what is this value? Tell me this value. 1.23. Okay, 1.23. And divide it by again टू कन्वर्ट इट इन परसेंटेज अगेन हमें उसको क्या करना है, सिटी प्राइमरी से डिवाइड करना है क्योंकि हमें परसेंटेज फाइंड करना है. सो 1.23 डिवाइड बाय R2 का सिटी प्राइमरी क्या है, इट इज स्टिल 2, यहाँ पे वो 2 ही है, एंड इनटू परसेंटेज. सो दैट इज 61.5. So plug setting of R2 should be greater than 61.5. Do you get this answer? कितने लोगों को ये आंसर आया है आप में से? भावेश, your answer is absolutely correct. Okay, what is the range we can select then? कौन सा रेंज सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं? R2 का प्लग सेटिंग 61.3% से ज्यादा होना चाहिए. Can we select 50? No. Which is next 75. Yes. Therefore, plug setting of R2 is 75% selected. ओके, यानी इसका पिकअप क्या होगा, 75% ऑफ 2 एम्पियर यानी 1.5. सो R2 will pick up at 1.5 एम्पियर. Plug setting is percentage of relay rated current. Okay, so pickup of R2 is nothing, 75% of, अगर इसका मैं प्राइमरी लेता हूं 2, so it is 1.5. ओके, नाउ समझ में आ गया? शुड बी प्रोसीड फर्दर? ओके, व्हाट विल बी द इक्वेशन फॉर R3, सॉरी R1? Yes, of R2. So it is 1.3 divided by 1.05. What is plug setting of R2? One point three by into 1.5 should be greater than or equal to. Yes, Bhavesh, correct. $1.85. And if we find in terms of percentage, divide by CT ratio of R1 primary, that is 2. What will be in percentage? In terms of primary current, 92.5. 1.85 divided by 2, what is coming? So 92.5. Okay, 92.5. So what is selected value? It should be greater than 92.5. What value you will select from the available range? 100%. So the plug setting of R3 selected. Okay. So what will be the pickup of R3? सिटी का प्राइमरी कितना है इधर 2 एम्पियर सॉरी हाँ so pickup of R1 okay is 2 ठीक है any doubt then yes R1 huh? It is R1 it is by mistake it is R1 you are correct yes it is R1 okay so I hope the calculation you have done it and result summary we will prepare table in the end but just I am just for your uh, not so 50% of 2 ampere is 1 ampere pickup of R3 is 1 ampere pickup of R2 is 1.5 ampere and pickup of R1 is 2 ampere this is what we have said okay clear the next setting is TMS now TMS setting in TMS setting you know we require the PSM plug setting multiplier so fault current upon pickup current so we have to calculate the fault current now okay and we have considered three fault positions here okay so have you noted down this table it will be useful in next calculation so now I am just erasing this or let us keep it so now I think you remember this diagram which we have already drawn previously So to calculate the fault current, this all are 20 ohm, and here are the relays we have placed. R1 CT ratio is 2/1, R2 2/1, R3 is also having a CT with ratio of 2/1, and there are fault switches S1, S2, S3. And 40 ohm rheostat we have connected to limit the fault current. Okay. Now see, if we close switch S3, where the fault will occur? Fault क्या थते हैं सिस्टम में? S3 वच्चे थते हैं कि एंड में थते हैं? This 20 ohm is the total resistance of line CD. Yes, it is. The fault will occur at the end of section CD. Can we consider it at the fault at D? Okay. Fault at the end of line section CD. Okay. What will be the equivalent circuit if I close switch S3? So equivalent circuit will be like this. This 20, 20, 20 will be in series. And if I close switch S3 here, then there is a 40 ohm that will be in parallel to 190 ohm. So calculate the current. What is current? Fault current when we close switch S3 is 230 divided by this 3 are in series. That is in series with this parallel connection. Tell me the current when we close switches. समझाई क्यों शू करवाना? Got it? How you have to calculate the current? Chirag, tell me the value of current. Chirag. 16097310915. Chirag.
हाँ सर करूँ.
Okay, tell me the value. Okay,
हाँ.
Dharmesh, are you there, Dharmesh? Enrollment number 2, Dharmesh. Yes, Dharmesh. Bhavesh, yes, that is correct answer. Dharmesh, respond to the question. Correct, Akshar? Ravi, check the calculation. It is a very simple series parallel calculation. No, Sanjay. It is 230 by 60 plus parallel combination of 40 and 190. It is 40 into 190 by 40 plus 190. How much current you get? Correct, Chirag. Correct, Pratik. Yes, 2.46. 2.42. Okay. May happen that here you might have taken a 2 digit or 3 digit. So 2.46 or 2.47, whatever you can write. Okay. Now, what will be the current through load and what will be the current through the fault that we want to find? So, apply current divider and find out current through 40 ohm and current through 190 ohm. So, 2.47 into current divider, that is, see, the total current here is 2.47 ampere. We want to find individual current. So, we apply current divider. So, 2.47, we want through 40 ohm. So, 190 opposite divide by total. And then you can subtract this current. That will be current through 190 ohm. What is current through 40 ohm? No, Pradeep. Yes, 2.04. Correct, Ravi. Correct, Nikhil. Yes. Yes, Riyas. And this is current through load is 0.43 ampere. Okay. Correct, Pradeep. Your answer is correct. So this current is 0.43. This current is 2.0. Okay. Now what is pickup of R3? Pickup of R3. See the table. For your reference, I have said that keep that table for you. 1. What is pickup of R2? And pickup of R1 is 2. See what is total fault current that will pass through all three relays. If they are in series, relay R1 is here, relay R2 is here, relay R3 is here. So this current is passing through all three relays, primary, CT, and that will transfer into secondary. Total current is how much? 2.47. Total fault current. Yes or no? It is like this. What is this current? 2.47. આનો પિકઅપ કેટલું છે 1, આનો 1.5, 2. Is the current more than pickup of all three relay? Fault current છે ત્રણેય relay ના pickup કરતા વધારે છે કે નહીં? Okay. બીજી રીતે કહું તો R1 will R1 pickup? R1 pickup થશે? Actual current is 2.47. Fault current is 2.47 and R3 નું pickup છે 1 ampere. તો R3 pickup થાય. Pickup નો મતલબ શું? What is pickup? The value of electrical quantity which is threshold above which it starts operation. એટલે R3 નું operation ક્યારથી ચાલુ થાય? If current is more than 1 ampere. R3 will pick up? Yes. R2 pick up થશે કારણ કે એનું pick up છે. And R1 will also pick up. Yes. Yes, Dharmesh. You were not attentive. I don't think there is a network issue. You have just seen the message. Do you know what we are discussing? શું ડિસ્કસ કરીએ છીએ ખ્યાલ છે કઈ ધર્મેશ? Then what is meaning of attending lab? For the sake of attendance?
Sir, net.
So, okay.
સર નેટવર્ક ઇશ્યુ હતું એટલે અવાજ નતો આવતો બરાબર એટલે મેં મોબાઈલ હમણાં 5-10 મિનિટ સાઈડમાં મૂક્યો હતો.
Okay.
ને સર હું લેટ પણ જોઈન થયો હતો એનો રીઝન પણ એ જ હતું નેટવર્ક ઇશ્યુ.
Okay. Where do you stay?
ઓકે સર.
Where do you stay?
ઘરે.
ક્યાં રહ્યો છો તમે?
અહીંયા વેરાવળમાં.
વેરાવળ. Okay.
યસ. સર બે કે ત્રણ દિવસથી બહુ જ નેટવર્ક ઇશ્યુ થાય છે એટલે.
No problem, sir. No problem. Go through the recorded video, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, that means for fault at the end of line section CD, which is the last point on transmission system, કારણ કે એના પછી તો શું છે? Load. So all three relay will pick up. Why it is required? It is required for backup protection. Suppose R3 operates, then there is no issue. But suppose R3 failed to break, then R2 pickup થવો જ જોઈએ. R2 જો pickup જ ના થાય તો backup જ ના આપે. અને એ જ રીતે જો R1 pickup ના થાય તો backup ના આપે. So now I think you understand કે backup ત્યારે જ આપશે જો એ pickup થાય તો. So that is how you have to carefully consider this setting that for any fault on line section CD, R2 to pick up થવાનો જ છે, but as well as R3 is going to pick up, but R2 and R1 should also pick up. Got the point? And from here you can see that they will pick up, obviously. Okay, so note down this value. This is required. Our value is important there. Okay, then let us take the next fault. Close switch S2. Where will be the fault occur? S2 को क्लोज करेंगे तो फॉल्ट कहां पे होगा? If I close switch S2, this one, where the fault will occur? Fault will occur at the end of line section B. What will be the equivalent diagram? 20 and 20 in series, then 40, and what about this two? S3 open है, okay, S3 is open now, so let me remove this everything. Sorry, this 20 and 190 will be in C. Okay, clear? So it is not dead short circuit. That is when it will happen. We have a zero fault resistance here. Dead short circuit is it. Suppose here we have a zero resistance, then what will happen? Then it is a dead short circuit. So आपको bypass થઈ જશે. But we have not, to limit the current. Here we have to simply put some resistance. Okay, and that is why, yes, it will bypass only when there is a dead short circuit. અહીંયા dead short circuit નથી. અહીંયા કેટલા ઓહ્મ છે? Then there will be a parallel circuit. Some of current will pass through 40, some of current will pass through the remaining part. Yes, okay. So what will be the fault current then? If we close switch S2, 230 divided by this 20 plus 20 in series plus 40 in parallel to આ બંને કેવા છે? Series, so it is 210. Got it? Total current. This current. समझ में आया? स्विच S2 क्लोज करेंगे तो क्या होगा? What will happen when we close switch S2? What will be the current when we close switch S2? Okay, Bhavesh. Yes. 3.1. 3.125. Okay. 3.125. Correct, Nikhil. Okay. Then let us calculate. So this is 3.125. Okay. What will be the current through the fault and what will be the current through the load that we want to find? So let us say 40 ohm. So 3.125 into parallel is 210 divided by 210 plus 40. And current through the load, that is 190 ohm. is 3.125 minus the current through 40 ohm. Okay. 2.62 ampere, this one, and this is 0.5. Okay, so this current is 0.5 ampere and this is 2.62. Okay. Like this. This total current is how much? Sorry, 3.125, out of which current through the 40 ohm is 2.62, and this current, the remaining current is 0.5. Okay. Will R3 pick up? R3 pick up something? Huh? Sorry. Will R3 pick up? R3 રિલે પિકઅપ થશે કે નહીં થાય? ક્વેશ્ચન સમજાય છે? Will R3 pick up? Will the fault current pass through R3 relay coil? No. No. R3 pickup is 1 ampere and current through that path is 0.5 ampere. So obviously R3 is not going to pick up. Okay. Will R2 pick up? Yes, obviously R2 pickup is 1.5 ampere and current that is 3.125. You can. Will R1 pick up? Obviously. So for fault, any fault in line section 2, see here, R3 is not going to pick up. R2 will pick up and R1 will also pick up. R1 will pick up because to give backup to R. Okay. And likewise, for if I close switch S1, if I close switch S1, can you calculate it for switch S1 now? What will be the diagram? Huh? If we close switch S1, where will be the fault occur? At the end of line section AB, and the diagram will look like this. કરી લેશો કેલ્ક્યુલેટ હવે? Okay, Bhavesh. Anyone else have calculated? Check calculation once, Bhavesh. 4.85. Bhavesh, I think there is some mistake in your calculation. 230 divided by 20 plus 40 parallel to 20 plus 20 plus 190. So it is 230. That comes 4.253 ampere. Okay. Got it? And through this 40 ohm, so huh? Huh? આ કેટલો છે IF through 40 ohm 3.62. Okay, correct. 0.63. Correct. So that means this current is, if I write here, this total current is 4.253. This current through the fault path is 3.62, and this current is 0.63. Okay, like this here. So this current is in this fault it is 4.253. This current is 3.62, and this current is 0.63. Will R3 and R2 operate? Will R3 and R2 operate? No, because current through that relay coil will be less than pickup 0.63 you can see, and 1 and 1.5. Obviously not going to operate. R1 obviously 2 ampere is pickup and current is 4.25. Okay, so going to operate. Not anything. Then who will provide backup to R1? So backup to R1 will be provided by this the protection scheme at this substation. It may be bus bar or any other generator or transformer. Because now life cycle is over. It is the last life over the right. Now, why this fault current are important? Because in TEMS calculation we require flux setting multiplier. And flux setting multiplier can be calculated from fault current upon pickup current. Okay. And that is why we need to know the fault current. That is what the role of EPS2 in power system. You carry out fault current calculation, and that is required here for relay. Okay. So let us summarize this again. We will write it. This is the fault. What was the fault current? 2.47. This is 3.1, 3.25, 125. Okay. and here 4.25. Okay. So can we consider fault at bus bar itself? Why fault at bus bar itself? You can see, because here it is fault after 20, so it is at the end of the line. So we can consider the fault at bus bar itself for that. Okay. So we will use the notation that fault at bus B, bus C, bus B. What is fault current? Okay, we require this data in next calculation. Notate it down. Okay, then 4.25. Okay, I think it was 4.25. એ કેટલો હતો 2.47. Okay, now if you remember the rule for TMS, what do we select for the last relay? Last lecture માં જ આ discuss કર્યું. What is the TMS we select for the last relay? That is R3 here. ભૂલી ગયા. What should be the TMS of the last relay R3? Anybody remember? Yes, anyone? We have a TMS range from 0 to 1. We have TMS range from 0 to 1. Select the minimum possible time setting for relay R3. 0 we cannot select. 0 means instantaneous. What is minimum is 0.1. I have said in lecture that there is a thumb rule. Thumb rule means you don't have to remember anything. So for R3, without any calculation, you should select the value which is 0.1. Remember this, okay? That for R3, TMS is 0.1 selected. Now we have to coordinate R3 with R2. Now we have to coordinate R3 with R2. Okay. Therefore, how to find, sorry, TMS of R2, how to find TMS of R2? Now to find TMS of R2, what should happen? For any fault current, time of operation of R2 should be always more than R3 because R2 is a backup relay to R3. ये out there calculation. Okay, that will be in this calculation. But when you find the TMS of R2, for which fault you should get coordinate? So for the fault for which R3 will operate fastest. So R3 will operate fastest if the fault is at the start of feeder, and which is here 3.125. So અહીંયા ધ્યાન આપો, calculate. Remember this rule. R2 का TMS सेट कर रहे हो तो कौन से फॉल्ट के लिए करना है? फॉल्ट which is at the next bus. Consider fault at bus C. जो रिले का टीएमएस आप फाइंड कर रहे हो, कैलकुलेशन में कौन सा फॉल्ट करंट आपको कंसीडर करना है? द फॉल्ट एट द नेक्स्ट बस. तो R2 के लिए नेक्स्ट बस कौन सा है? C. R3 का करना नहीं है क्योंकि R3 का which is the last relay. So for that no rule is applicable. You can directly select minimum, that is 0.1. Okay. Now clearly understand the process. For this fault at bus C, first find time of operation of R3. Once you find time of operation of R3, उसमें कितना ऐड कर दीजिए? That will be the time of operation of R2, and from time of operation of R2 you will find TMS of R2. Okay, like this. So मैं यहाँ पे स्टेप्स लिख देता हूँ. Find TOP of R3 for fault at bus C. Add 0.25 seconds to TOP of R3 to find TOP of R2. From TOP of R2, find EMS of R2. And these steps are repeated. Now when we fight for R1, we will do it with R2. It will be clear once we calculate it, okay? Don't worry. So now, what is fault current at bus C? What is fault current at bus C? Tell me. 3.125. तो पूरे कैलकुलेशन में यहाँ पे ये जो कैलकुलेशन है यहाँ पे आपको कंसीडर करना है 3.125 पूरे कैलकुलेशन. ठीक है. Therefore पहले क्या करेंगे हम? TOP of R3. What is the equation? P upon log PSM of R3 into TMS of R3. What is PSM of R3? IF at bus C upon I pickup of R3. So what is fault current at bus C? That is why I am highlighting here. Okay. R3 का पिकअप क्या है? R3 का पिकअप क्या है? What is pickup of R3? R1. So PSM is okay. R3 का TMS क्या है? TMS इतना सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. यहाँ पे लिखो 0.1. We have selected it. R3 TMS is 0.1. Yes, Riyaz. So calculate the TOP of R3. ये फॉल्ट के लिए R3 कितने टाइम में ऑपरेट होगा? That we want to find. Three upon log PSM of R3, that is 3.125 into TMS of R3, 0.612. 0.606. Nikhil, correct answer. Seconds. Okay. Now, therefore, TOP of R2, ये फॉल्ट के लिए R2 कब ऑपरेट होना चाहिए? That is TOP of R1 plus 0.25 second. So how much? समझ में आया इतना? यहां तक हो गया सबका कैलकुलेशन? यस एवरीवन? क्या किया हमने? R2 का TMS सेट करना है तो फॉल्ट कौन सा लेना है? उसके नेक्स्ट बस. R2 is at bus B, so fault is to be considered at bus C. उस फॉल्ट के लिए पहले क्या करेंगे? R3 का TOP फाइंड करेंगे और R2 का TOP उससे 0.25 सेकंड ज्यादा होना चाहिए to have a proper coordination. We have to consider the error plus or minus 7% error, breaker time, overshoot, safety factor, everything. So remember the diagram. हो गया? Sorry, 0.826. Okay, or 856. Yes, 856. Sorry. 0.856. Correct, Pavesh. Okay, note down this. अभी इसको मैं क्या करूँगा? I'll remove this. Okay, now you have TOP of R2. कितना है? 0.856 सेकेंड. Then what we can write for TOP of R2 equation? Same equation, but with PSM of R2 into TMS of R2. What is PSM of R2 for this fault? You have to take the same current. Fault at bus C upon pickup of R2. So that is 3.125. R2 का pickup क्या है? 1. 2.083. Okay, it has no what we can say unit test. It is ratio of two current. Therefore, now what you can say, see TOP of R2 is known. What is TOP of R2? હમણાં તમે કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કર્યો TOP of R2 આ ફોલ્ટ માટે. હા, PSM of R2 you know for this fault. What is unknown? Unknown શું છે હવે ઇક્વેશન માં? TOP of R2 તો તમે મેળવો ને આ કરંટ માટે. For this current you have calculated it. PSM મળી ગયો તમને તો શું મળી જાય? આ ઇક્વેશન ને જુઓ. TOP of R2 you have calculated for this fault. Okay. PSM of R2 also you have calculated for this fault. What is remaining part in the equation? શું unknown? TMS of R2 મળી જશે ને ના પરથી. આ ખબર છે બાકી તો કઈ વસ્તુ નહીં. Therefore TOP of R2, what is TOP of R2? કેટલું છે? 8.856 upon equal to 3 upon log 2.083. So બાકી શું રહ્યું આમાં ઇક્વેશનમાં? what is remaining? It is TMS of R2. समझाई क्यों? Got it? समझ में आया TSM कैसे मिलेगा R2 का? So what is TMS of R2 we have? क्या मिलेगा कैलकुलेशन से? (0.09) and we cannot select less than 0.1. So what is TMS of R2 we will select? We will select 0.1. Now you have a doubt that you might have a doubt કે R3 નો TMS પણ 0.1 છે ને R2 નો TMS પણ 0.1 છે તો ભાઈ કેવી રીતે ઓપરેટ થશે? No, because there is a difference in PSM. Plus setting multiplier. R3 ને આ ફોલ્ટ કેટલા ટાઈમ્સ લાગે છે? For R3 નું PSM જો આ ફોલ્ટ માટે. હા, R3 PSM is 3.125. એટલે R3 ને આ ફોલ્ટ એના પિકઅપ કરતા 3.12 ટાઈમ લાગે અને R2 ને સેમ 2.083 ટાઈમ. So obviously PSM of R3 is more than R2 for the same fault current. And higher the PSM, lower is the time. એટલે R3 તેના ઉપર થશે, R2 એના but obviously. So even though TMS are same, that does not mean that the time is same. Time of operation also depends upon PSM. For this fault, PSM of R3 is higher, PSM of R2 is lower, and that is why R3 will operate faster than R2. Okay. અહીંયા આવું થવાનું કારણ શું? ફીડમાં actually એવું નહીં થાય. In field, actually this fault current varies significantly. Suppose here it is a 2 kiloampere fault, then in here it may be 5 kiloampere, here it may be 8 kiloampere, like this. But in laboratory, you can see fault current vary in a small range, 1 ampere range. And that is why change in PSM is not significant. PSM માં જાજો ફરક પડતો નથી. Otherwise, when we will solve numerical, જ્યારે આપણે ક્લાસમાં numerical solve કરશું, then you will find that the PMS can be different. Okay. Clear everyone? Now, we want to, what is TMS of R2 we have selected? 0.1. Now, TMS of R1. Which fault we will consider for TMS of R1? Tell me. કયો ફોલ્ટ લેશું? R1 નો TMS ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનો. હા. Correct. Always remember, જે રિલેનો PMS સેટ કરવું, જે ફોલ્ટ કરંટ એની એને આગળ લેવાનું. ઓકે, સમજાઈ ગયું? Got it everyone? Okay, for this fault what you will do? R1 ને કોની સાથે કોઓર્ડિનેટ કરવાનો છે? R1 is to be coordinated with એ કોને બેકઅપ માટે યુઝ કરશું? R2. So for this, find TOP of R2 first. સમજી ગયા? R2 નો TMS ફાઇન્ડ કરતા હતા ત્યારે તેનો TOP ફાઇન્ડ કરો પહેલા. આનો TMS ફાઇન્ડ કરતા હતા ત્યારે પહેલો કોનો? R3 નો ફાઇન્ડ કર્યું આ ફોલ્ટ માટે. So when you calculate TMS of R1, first find TOP of R2. કયા ફોલ્ટ માટે? Okay, TOP of R2 we have calculated. Can we use same TOP of R2? કરી શકીએ? Already TOP of R2 આપણે last in our previous step calculation we have already calculated this. Can we use the same TOP here? હા, ના કરી શકીએ કારણ કે પહેલો TOP of R2 હતો 3.125 માટે. Okay. So એક સ્ટેપ માં જે કેલ્ક્યુલેશન છે એની વેલ્યુ બીજા સ્ટેપ માં યુઝ નહીં થાય. Okay, very good, correct. We cannot use TOP of R2 we have calculated in our previous step because that TOP of R2 was for 3.125 ampere. That calculation was for this fault current. Now we have to consider fault current that is 4.25 ampere, and that is why you have to again calculate TOP of R2. Considering fault current 4.25. So TMS of R2 we have already said. Okay. What is this? (4.25 by 5), 1.5. 2.833. EMS of R2 is 0.1. Okay. How much is the TOP of R2 for this fault? Point. .66 seconds. Therefore, what is TOP of R1? Okay, 0.91. Okay. Everyone got this? Okay. Now what we will do? હવે શું કરશું next? Last step માં જો શું કર્યું હતું? Equation કેનું લખશું હવે? TOP of R1 equal to 3 upon log PSM of R1. See, now we have TOP of R1. Okay. So what we will write? We will write TOP of R1 equal to 3 upon log PSM of R1 into TMS of R1. PSM of R1 we can calculate. For the same fault current change ના થવો જોઈએ calculation માં અહીંયા. It is 4.25. TOP of R1 we have already calculated. Okay. So finally result table. સમજાઈ ગયું? relay plug setting city primary pickup and TMS. So relay R3, what is plug setting? 50%. City primary is 2 ampere, so pickup is 1 ampere and TMS is 0.1. For relay R2, plug setting is 100%, sorry 75%. City primary is 2 ampere, so pickup is 1.5 ampere and TMS is also 0.1. Is 100%. City primary is 2 ampere, pickup is 2 ampere and TMS is 0.1. This is the result table. Okay. Now what we have to do in our relay, in our laboratory, we have to adjust this plug setting and this TMS setting. In relay R3, R2 and R1. तीनों रिले में हम ये सेटिंग बॉक्स ओपन करके we will set, and then we will create different fault in line section 3, 2 and 1 and we will observe the operation. क्या ऑब्जर्व करना है कि रिले सेटिंग जो हमने किया है इज इट अप्रोप्रिएट और नॉट फॉर डिफरेंट फॉल्ट. Okay. Numerical. But as the time is about to over, we will see the performance in the next laboratory. Okay. Students who are present physically will perform here, and students who are attending online, they will observe the pre-recorded video. Okay. Still there is a lot of discussion remaining in this. We have to understand the power circuit and control circuit. So in the next lab, we will discuss this entire setup. Okay, this is power circuit, operation of control circuit together, and then performance. Okay, so enter your enrollment number in the chat box, and then you can leave the lab. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a good day.